In this video, I'm going to show you a few hacks that you can use so you can be successful when raising money for your film using crowdfunding. So the first thing I'm going to cover is the formatting of the official Kickstarter page. So when designing your official Kickstarter page, it needs to follow the formula of emotion, logic, and then scarcity and testimonials. So here's an example of what that looks like. So here you can see at the top of the page, we have the emotion, and then directly underneath that, we have the logic. And then finally at the end, we have the urgency and scarcity. And I'd also like to add in there testimonials as well. So let's just start with the top section of the page, which is the emotion, because most people buy on emotion, right? So that's why you need to have a video at the top of the page, because the video is what holds all of the emotion. That's where you'll be engaging with your audience. So for most people, just watching your pitch video alone, that will be enough to then get them to go and put money towards your campaign because they are emotionally invested in your project. So that's that section sorted. But then not everyone buys on emotion. Some people buy on logic, right? So that's why underneath the video, you'll need to have the supporting text to give people all of the logical reasons why they should purchase the rewards that you have on offer on your campaign. And yes, I said the word purchase because although Kickstarter is a crowdfunding platform, we really need to treat Kickstarter like what it really is. And it pretty much is an e-commerce platform where you're selling things to people. You're allowing people to pre-order things via your Kickstarter campaign. So in this instance, for filmmakers, your main product offering is the actual film. So you're allowing people to pre-order your film via your Kickstarter campaign. Does that make sense? Cool. So back to structuring your page. So at the top of the page, you will lead with emotion with the video so you can really speak to all of the emotional buyers. And then directly underneath that, you will follow up with logic. So that will be the supporting text that goes underneath the video. So that will speak to all of the logical buyers. So this is where you would explain all of the benefits that they would get if they were to purchase your rewards. And then lastly, at the bottom of the page, you want to close out with scarcity and testimonials. So this is where you would have all of the testimonials from people who have already read the script and liked it. So if there's anyone sitting on the fence about whether they should put money towards a campaign or not, these testimonials will really just push them over the edge. Like, come on now, look, everyone else is in support of this project, you should support it too, right? So this is the psychology behind it all. So this will help you to convert a random stranger into a supporter of your campaign. And it's also the reason why this is a template layout that Kickstarter forces you to use. So I'll show you an example of that right now. So let's just go on Kickstarter right now. So if you go on the Kickstarter website, and if we click on any of these campaigns, so if we click on this one, for example, you can see we have the video at the top of the page, and then underneath we have all of the logic, and then it's up to you then to put all of the testimonials and scarcity at the bottom of the page. And it'll be like this, and it'll be the same on all of these campaigns. So let's click on this one, video at the top of the page, and underneath we have the logic, and then again it's up to you to put in the testimonials and scarcity at the bottom of the page. So this format of emotion, logic, testimonials, and scarcity, this format should be reflected in everything you do, by the way. So even in all of the email campaigns that you send out to people advertising your official Kickstarter campaign, it should follow this format of start with emotion, then logic, then testimonials and scarcity. So the first few emails that you send to people advertising your official Kickstarter campaign, these will need to be all of the emotion-based emails. And then if those people don't buy an emotion, then a few days later, you need to send those same people all of the logic emails where you go over all of the logical reasons why they should put money towards your campaign. And then if they still don't buy on logic, then towards the end of your Kickstarter campaign, that's when you need to start sending emails with all of the testimonials and the scarcity. So towards the end of your Kickstarter campaign, if you're sending emails to people with testimonials, then you'll need to make sure that you collect real life testimonials from the people who have already put money towards your campaign, or from the people who have read your script and loved it. And if you're sending emails with scarcity, then the best way to convey scarcity in this instance is to write in your email something like, be sure to make your pledges today because this Kickstarter campaign will be coming to a close very soon, right? That's scarcity. And one quick note here, When collecting testimonials from people, you will almost definitely come across people who won't want their name published publicly, but in this instance, it will be okay for you to just ask them if you can publish their testimonial as anonymous, and 9 times out of 10, they will be okay with that. So the next thing I'm going to cover is the rewards. So if you're raising money for your film using crowdfunding platforms like Kickstarter or Indiegogo, then these are all rewards-based crowdfunding platforms, right? So you'll need to be offering rewards in exchange for people's money to make it worth their while. Now, when setting your rewards, the absolute worst thing that you could do is to have a whole list of, say, 20 different reward tier levels, because when you give people way too many different options to choose from, people just get overwhelmed and then they end up not doing anything because there are way too many different options to choose from. So instead, you will want to have a short and concise list of roughly 7 to 10 different rewards, so it's not too confusing for people. And you will also want to make sure that you have a variety of different price points available on your rewards. So you have rewards available for the people who can afford to give you, say, thousands of pounds or dollars, and you also have rewards available for the people who can only give £5 or £25 or dollars, right? So that way there are rewards available for everyone, no matter their financial position. And whilst we're on the topic of rewards, one thing that we must understand is that these people who browse the Kickstarter website and who are putting money towards all of these other people's campaigns, these people aren't browsing the Kickstarter website just so they can throw money at people and help people with their campaigns. These people are on the Kickstarter website because they are looking to buy stuff. So because of this, we will need to make sure that the rewards that we are offering in exchange for people's money are actually things that people would want. So you don't want to put a campaign up and say, hey, give us £25 and we will send you a postcard saying thank you. No. People are not going to pay £25 for a thank you, for a postcard saying thank you, all right? So we need to make sure that what we are offering actually makes financial sense for the consumer. So give value, give people first access to see your film when it's finished. And little pro tip for you here, £25 is the most common pledge amount on Kickstarter. So all of the other campaigns that you see raising tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of pounds or dollars, the majority of that money is made up from people making £25 pledges. The £25 option is what the majority of people can afford, and it's also what the majority of people will choose. So when setting the rewards for your campaign, make sure that you're at least giving people access to watch your finished film when they pledge at that £25 level, because that's what the majority of people will choose. For some reason, 25 is just a magic number. Even if you're in the US, set that specific reward tier level for $25, because 25 is just a magic number and it always works. Don't ask me why. I have no idea why 25 just works, but that's just what all of the data is showing us, and that's what's been proven to work. 25 works. And as I always say, if something has already been proven to work, don't try and reinvent the wheel. Just stick to what has already been proven to work. Then you're guaranteed to have success, right? So that is it. And if you got any value from this at all, then I also invite you to join my completely free 1-hour masterclass where I go over all of this stuff in a lot more depth, and it's completely free. So why not? So to get access to that free masterclass, just go to 100dayfilmfinancing.com. That is 100dayfilmfinancing.com. And full transparency here, at the end of the free masterclass, I also make an offer for you to join my paid program, where you will get access to every single thing that you will need in order to be successful with this. So you will get access to the exact email scripts that you'll need to send out to your audience advertising your Kickstarter campaign. And these email scripts also come with all of the formatting that I explained earlier. So leading with emotion, and then going on to logic, and then testimonials and scarcity after. So all of the words that go in these emails, every single thing that you'll need to say in the emails, this has all been written out for you. The only thing that you'll need to do is fill in the blanks. Can't even speak today. The only thing you'll need to do is just fill in the blanks to make it relevant to your specific film, and then that's it, you're done. You will also get full in-depth tutorials on how to shoot and structure your pitch video, so you can convert random strangers to then saying yes, I want to put money towards this campaign, and I go over the psychology of why the video needs to be structured in a specific way, and the do's and the don'ts, and step-by-step tutorials of exactly where to click on your computer at each step of the way so you can be successful the very first time. Okay, my goal is not for you to be successful in, say, a year's time from now or on your 5th try. My goal is for you to be successful the first time, because the more successful you are, the more successful I am, right? So that's the goal. However, I must also say that there is no pressure for you to buy anything at all. The free masterclass alone might be enough for you to get going, and if so, then great. So to get access to that free masterclass, just go to 100dayfilmfinancing.com. Now, I know that you're all filmmakers, and I understand that you want to focus all of your efforts on just filmmaking, but learning how to finance your films using crowdfunding platforms like Kickstarter is an essential skill that you'll always need, because yeah, you want to make films, but if you don't have funding for your films and you don't have the systems and strategies to raise the funding for your films, then you're pretty much stuck, right? And guess what? If you don't use crowdfunding to raise funding for your film, then there aren't really that many other options available, because you know, applying for film funding grants has become a thing of the past now, and it's just an oversaturated space where 5,000 people would apply for one funding grant and only one person would win the money. You might as well play the lottery, you know. Good luck. And on top of that, they also keep you waiting for about half a year before they even announce who the actual winner is. If there even are any winners, I don't know. These things might even just be scams. We never know. But yeah, these film funding competitions, they're just a huge waste of time. It's a huge waste of money. Whereas with crowdfunding, you are the person that's in control. Whenever you want to finance your own films, you can always just do it using these systems and strategies that I'm explaining right now, and that I explain in the free masterclass, and that I explain in the full 100-day film financing program. So lastly, just a quick reminder, you can get access to that free masterclass by going to 100dayfilmfinancing.com. That is 100dayfilmfinancing.com. My name is Bunton-Williams, and I will see you next time.